Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. Also dropped yesterday in line with many other cryptos. Well, I didn't cover XRP for the last few days because I'm very honest with you, nothing happened. Unfortunately, nothing happened. The market is just moving sideways. It didn't even join the rally significantly. I mean, yeah, surely it also moved up, but it was just not so exciting, unfortunately. However, you know, we still had this 5-wave move on the chart. We had an entry point back here that was 18th of January, where we touched this support area, and we've got 5 waves up. Yeah, we have a possible, well, this was the orange count. One of the possibilities that we had here, a possible 5-wave move up in a diagonal pattern. Not a highly reliable chart, but a possibility. Here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it certainly isn't, well, it could be that this is another 1-2 setup, but I'm gonna take that off the chart for now. We don't even have it on the chart, but I take the escalation chart here off the chart. Escalation of the looking at this as a 5-wave move up, which is how we did count it in one of the scenarios, and then we could say we had a wave 1 here. And now a wave 2 down. This is a possibility, but bear in mind, I mean, this is not a clearly reliable chart. The problem is that whatever attempt XRP made sort of in the last few weeks to really break out to the upside, it didn't really work out. You know? I mean, look at this. We've just been in a range, and we're actually now just following this trend line to the downside. Got my problems with this entire scenario that we've got here on the chart, really. But we can possibly look at it as a 1-2 setup. 5 waves up and now 3 waves down. So if I zoom in, we could say that within this 3rd wave there in blue, which we had on the chart, which would lead eventually to further upside, we have completed this 1st wave in 5 waves as a leading diagonal. So I would have to take out though then the 5-wave count, because if it's a leading diagonal, the subwaves have to be counted as 3-wave structures, which is possible though. Again, a diagonal makes a count less reliable. Could still you could even count it as an impulse, I believe. I mean, you have here 5 up, 3 down. Even if we say here, let's just double check that in a 4th wave, how far did we come down? Oh, it wouldn't need to be a diagonal, yeah? No, it was all fine. 5 waves up, perfect. So we have a 5-wave structure up, and now a corrective move down, as it seems. And yeah, that could be a wave 1 coming down in 2 now, then a 3, 4, 5. So, and this would be part of this 3rd wave there in blue. Then there should be a 4th and a 5th, and that could eventually lead to a completion of this larger corrective wave A, B, C. So this count, because the structure down here was not a clear bottoming structure, it would suggest we will eventually see one more low. But again, we need to take it level by level. What could also happen is that we create these 5 up. If the move down then will be in 3 waves, and I will give you a support area at the time that you could buy if you want to speculate that after it the price will move higher. Because what I cannot rule out is that we had here a 1-2, a 1-2, no, a 1-2, 1-2 setup. A very strange correction, or a very strange setup, especially due to the strong retracements. But of course, it's possible to rally from here as well. It's just not very likely. The structure to end a bear market is just not very clear. Still though, you know, if we get 5 waves up and 3 waves down, so we need this 5-wave move in blue complete, and then an ABC structure down, and we'll give you a support area that will be relevant for that. And then we might get a larger 1-2 setup, which could lead to a 3rd wave, which will even send us higher. But given the entire context, I'm reading this much clearer like an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, which is a 3-wave move in itself, which will lead with a high likelihood to another 5-wave move down. So this is a chart which is a bit nebulous, but in the short term, I think we could look for possible 5-wave move here to the upside after we get this correction, which I've labeled now as wave 2, yeah, complete. So if we look at this, what can we expect? So my view, if we zoom in here a little bit, is that first of all we should define the support area for this wave 2, and we need to start at the beginning of the wave 1. We've got this long wick down there. These often get filled. That's another view, you know, another point where I think, okay, we probably haven't seen the low yet, but okay, nobody's got a crystal ball. So key support here would be the 50% FIB retracement at 36.6 cents, then the 61.8 FIB at 35 cents. I'm not sure if we get down to the wave, sorry, to the 78.6 FIB, because we've got this yellow trend line above it. So I would say key area here is between the 50% and the 61.8 FIB. And also often corrections come back to the fourth wave of the previous smaller degree. So that would be down here at around, yeah, 36.8 cents. Pretty close to where we are at this 50% FIB level. So I would say, you know, you have a good confluence of possible support around that area here. I would say probably starting at around, let's call it 37 cents all the way down to the 61.8 FIB, maybe even down to the trend line, because this will be relevant support. Yeah, maybe all the way down to around 34 cents. Somewhere in this area, it would be good to see here the trend change happen. And if we try to label this, I mean, how can I label this wave 2? My view is that the best way to do it is probably a W XY pattern with the X, let me see actually, with the X wave probably being the triangle, and then we get a Y wave down. So if I'm just need to if I put it here or here, because then I could count a triangle as complete for wave X. A wave X can be a triangle, and the good thing is triangles often appear towards the in the move just before the end of a cycle. So if this is a corrective cycle, the triangle will appear before the last wave down. So it gives us another clue that at some point here the correction will be finished. But let's see if we can label it properly. So I would see this as a wave A of the triangle. A triangle is a 5-wave move. B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave, at least a possibility. And then we could be looking here at the Y wave down now in an ABC itself. Yeah, it could be that we've seen the A wave, we're now doing a B wave, and we'll rally once more down in a C wave. And just looking, yeah, it should be it's at least a valid way of counting it. And I gave you a target, right? And one more way of calculating the target would be to take the length of the wave W. That gives you a proper target, not only a support area. Take the length of the wave W, we go to the high of the X wave, and then we get the first target is the 1-to-1 ratio, 37.4 cents. You can see how well we reacted to it already, but it doesn't look finished yet. Yeah, but it could be, but I'd rather be looking for the area down here. Unless it now starts to rally above 40.9. If it now goes above the wave X high, that's a strong signal it's finished, because it reached minimum expectation basically. It reached the 1-to-1 ratio, but ideally it pushes lower. And next target, or the next ideal target that normally such a proportion relates to, is the 1.618 extension. That's at 35.26 cents. So I will add that here to the chart, just sort of as an idea and orientation if we head into this box here where we could be landing. And as you notice, this is quite close to the 61.8 FIB. So I think we have a few possible targets here. We've got the area here around the previous wave 4 low and the 50% FIB level, and then down here around the 61.8 FIB level. Two strong possible targets. Okay, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.